to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this look. If you guys want to see what products I used and how I achieved this look, keep on watching. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe before you guys leave, and enjoy. As always, before I start putting on eyeshadow, I prep my eyelids with my concealer, which is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I just blend it out. After the concealer is all blended, I take my ColourPop translucent powder and I just set the concealer just to make sure there's no creases. In today's look, I use two palettes. The first one is this Life's a Drag palette by Lunar Beauty. And oh my god, I'm obsessed with it. The first shade I'm going to take is this yellow shade. It's called Campy. And yeah, I'm going to put this all over my crease. So I'm going to keep on packing this yellow until I feel like it's as bright as I want it to be. Now I'm going to go over to the Morphe 35B and use this orange shade and just put that right on my crease. I'm using the same brush that I used for the yellow, but a different one. So I'm focusing this orange mainly in my actual crease so it can define my eye more, make it look more dimensional, if you know what I'm saying. Now this is very important. I'm going back with that same yellow brush that I used for the yellow color, and I added a little bit more of the yellow and I'm blending it into the orange just to make sure there's no harsh lines, everything's diffused and perfect. Okay, so now I'm going into the Life's a Drag palette and taking the shade Snatched on a more tapered brush, and I'm going to focus this color into the inner and outer corners of my eye and blend it into the crease, kind of as if I was doing a halo eye. Okay, and now like I did before, I'm going to take the brush that I used to apply the orange shade and put a little bit more product and use that to blend the burgundy with the orange. Now I'm going to take the shade Pageant Queen on the brush that the palette came with. It has two sides and this is the more flatter side, and I'm going to focus this color on the center of like that space that I left from the burgundy, so basically like the center of my lid. Here I'm just going back into that burgundy shade and putting it around the purple, kind of as if I was doing a halo eye again, and then just blending it all out. This burgundy and purple is going to be basically like a base for that shimmer shade we're going to add later on. Over here I'm just repeating that process that I did earlier by taking the different brushes and just blending each section out, making sure everything is perfect. Alright, now I'm going to go back to the 35B palette and add this really pretty shimmery purple like duochrome shade. So I chose to use this brush because I could cut my crease with it without actually having to use concealer. I wanted the colors underneath to kind of still seep through. So yeah, I'm just cutting my crease with this brush with this shadow instead of using concealer. For this step, it's important to wet your brush because if you don't apply this eyeshadow wet, it'll go on kind of like chunky. By wetting it, it makes it more like smooth and opaque. Okay, now I'm going back to the 35B palette and using that orange shade on the brush that the palette came with, but I'm going to use the other side, and I'm going to use this to carve out my crease further and make it look more sharp and detailed. Once again, I'm going to go back into the Life's a Drag palette and use the shade Snatched and focus it on the outer part of my eyelid and make sure I blend it into the purple. On this same brush that I just used, I'm going to take the shade Mug and apply that right on top of the burgundy just to create a little bit more depth into the look. Now one last time, I'm taking the previous brushes and blending out each section, the orange, the yellow, making sure everything is blended to my liking. Okay, now I'm going back to the Life's a Drag palette and using the shade Beats and using it as my inner corner highlight. Alright, so I did my liner, lower lash line, and finished the rest of my face off camera. Now I'm going to be applying my Dodo Lashes. These are in the style D301. If you guys decide to buy these lashes or purchase any of their lashes, be sure to use my discount code Glammedupbylexa to save some money off at checkout. Alright, so off camera I did my highlight and my mascara. Now I'm just putting on my lip gloss. I'll have all the products listed down below in case you guys want to check out any of the products I use in this video. They're all going to be down below. Alright, and that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys like this look, be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next. Bye!